this is Katie. This angle seems really bad. How's the lighting? Sometimes I can't tell with like my little flippy guy. We're gonna do it and we're gonna see what happens. Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, first of all, look at that gorgeous Bozeman view. I'm parked at Target. This is the view at Target, guys, where I'm from. I'm from very flat. I'm from 10 feet above sea level on Long Island. It does not look like this. This is gorgeous. It boggles my mind every single time I see it. Anyway, the air is on and my car's on, so you might hear like vroom vroom noises. It's hot out and I don't want to overheat while I'm talking to you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to actually do a video that is semi-highly requested. A lot of you guys asked me about my tattoos, and I actually did a tattoo video like 4 years ago that I do not recommend you watch because it was not good. But obviously a lot of you guys didn't see that because a lot of you guys were not following me 4 years ago, and also a lot of you guys are not going to go back 4 years to look for a tattoo video. But I feel like since then I haven't really talked about my tattoos a lot, except this one, because a lot of you guys asked about this one, probably because it's like the easiest to see and it's the brightest one. All the rest of mine are black and gray except for this one. But so I just wanted to very quickly go through my tattoos. I have 8 of them, and even since my video that I did 4 years ago, I have not gotten any new tattoos. All of these tattoos I've gotten, I started getting them when I was like 26, and I probably stopped when I was 28, and I'm 33 now. And there's no real rhyme or reason for that. I just haven't gotten any since then. I can see myself getting more in the future. I just haven't. So let's just get started. I'll go in order of when I got them, except some of the middle ones I kind of forget, but I know most of the order of most of them. Oh, and before we get into the video, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and ring the bell and follow me on Instagram and do all those things. Okay, so my first tattoo, I will have close-ups, PS, like B-roll close-ups, but I'm gonna also try to show you the best I can how I'm sitting. So my first tattoo ever was this compass that I have. I got this in Seattle. My friend Matt and I, which you guys know, I talk about Matt all the time, he and I went on my first long-term road trip was with him, and it was about 6.5 years ago. And after we were gone for like a week or two, we were in Seattle and we just kind of decided to get tattoos. He already had some, but I wanted to get my first one, and so I wanted to get this compass. And actually this is probably, in terms of like the design and in terms of quality and how it turned out, I think this is my favorite one. Like, I think it turned out the best. Again, I'll have close-ups and stuff, but this is probably the one I think came out the best. And so Matt also got a compass. He has his compass on, I think, like the front of his arm. He has a different compass, but we both did get compasses while we were in Seattle, just kind of signifying travel and all that kind of stuff. I know a lot of people have compasses, but I think that this tattoo came out really, really great, and I like that one a lot. So while we were literally, because we had 2 different tattoo artists in the same tattoo shop in Seattle, and while we were getting our compasses, we were like chatting, and we both decided that we wanted to get the word here. And so we both got the word here, and this is identical, except he doesn't have the period, but I think it's in the same font. And so I got the period because I wanted it to be like finalized. He ended up getting his over here, and then he later ended up getting now, so like here now. I just got the here because I wanted it to be like be here now, but just the word here, but with the same sentiment as be here now. Like, be in the moment, be present. Don't like freak out about the past, don't freak out about the future. Just be as present as possible. It's good for mental health. It's good for following Jesus, all that kind of stuff. So I have the word here. So literally I only had one tattoo for like 30 seconds because then they immediately did these. So wait, did I just explain that? So while we were getting these, we were talking about getting these tattoos. We were asking our artists like, hey, could you be able to do just like the word here? Like, how much would you charge that? And they're like, oh, like an extra like 10 bucks or something. So I literally, like, while we were getting this tattoo, we already planned out the second tattoo. And so right when they were done with the compasses, they did the here. And so I only had one tattoo for like 30 seconds, and then I immediately got my second one. And so that was at the shop in Seattle. My battery's gonna die, so hold on one second. Okay, new batteries in, angle's probably not the same, sorry. So then on that same trip with my friend Matt, when we were, it was probably a week later, and we were in LA. We were on Venice Beach on the boardwalk, and if you guys have ever been there, it's a lot of tattoo shops. And so I wanted to get another tattoo. I was like in that mode. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you have tattoos, you know once you get one, you kind of just want to get a bunch at once. And so, not all the time, but I feel like that's kind of common. And so the next one that I got, let's see how I can show you this. Let me move my like pad thing that I sit on. Okay. This is probably my favorite tattoo. It also hurt the worst. Oh, I'll talk to you guys about like pain and stuff too, because I know some of you guys don't have tattoos. This one hurt but like not horribly. And then same with this. Like they hurt because like someone's stabbing you with needles, but this definitely not the most painful, like by any means. Okay, so then this one, dun, 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 dun. How am I supposed to show you this? These jeans aren't even tight, but they're just, okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So, well, from upside down, they look different, but if you see them like right side up, ish, they are birds. They're just V birds. And so I have 7 of them. And if you look at them upside down, they kind of look like mountains, which is kind of cool, but they are V birds. And that is probably my favorite tattoo. So I got that on the Venice Beach Boardwalk, and Matt got a bison, which I really want a bison now, but I'm really glad that I got the V birds. And that story was, I think we just wanted another tattoo. I don't really remember like I definitely did not go in there wanting V-birds. When I went in there, I was like, oh, I kind of want arrows. And I wanted to have arrows right here. That was like a big thing like 6 or 7 years ago. And I wanted arrows just like right here. And we just walked into a shop. By the way, we did not do any research on any of the people that we went to. I know that that is something that if I got more tattoos, that's something that I would do now. I would do research on the artist, but back then we just didn't. We just walked in and kind of like asked for prices and availability and whatever, and just if they took us, you know? And so I wanted to get arrows. And so the guy working there was drawing out some arrows, and I did not like any of the ones he drew out. And so I was like, just do V-birds. Like, I don't know why that was like my backup plan, I guess. I have no idea. I don't really remember, but I just said, yeah, do V-birds. And so he literally just took a Sharpie. Sorry, I'm like playing with my hair a lot. He took a Sharpie and just drew on my knee, and then he tattooed it, and that hurt. Oh my goodness. Cause this is just right on like your bone and like your ligaments and all that stuff. It hurt so bad that I was just cursing the whole time. It hurt so bad. And he actually only did 6. And then how I saw it, I wanted to add 1 more. And I'm one of 7 kids anyway. 7's like kind of like the number in our family, I feel like. And so I wanted to have 7, and I love this tattoo so much. It hurt so bad. And I actually had to get it touched up within the next year, just because one of them like didn't set right, and I think it scabbed off a little bit too much or whatever. So I got one touched up, and ooh, it was just the worst pain. It was honestly one of the worst pains I've had, like physical pains that I've had. But I love the tattoo so much that like I'm okay with being in pain for, 20 minutes or something. None of these tattoos are very intricate, so none of them took very, very long. This one probably took the longest. I don't even remember how long it took, like an hour or something. Most of them just took, 20 minutes or something. So birds, love it. Favorite one, favorite. Okay, then I kind of forget the order of the rest of them. But I know those are my first 3, and then I got those with Matt on that first road trip. Okay, so let's just go with this one. So this is Long Island. This is where I'm from, and I got this one on Long Island because I wanted to get it on Long Island. And actually one of my best friends got me this for a Christmas present. So I have this just kind of like where I'm from. This was like my first home, And then just while we're on this arm, I have my autism awareness tattoo. Again, a lot of you guys asked me about this. It's probably my most asked about tattoo, which is incredible because it's an awareness tattoo. So that's awesome. So this is for my brother, Teddy. You guys know I have an older brother named Teddy, or Ted. He prefers to be called Ted, but I grew up calling him Teddy, so I still call him Teddy sometimes. So yeah, so this is for my brother, Ted. He has high functioning autism. He has a job, he drives, he has perfect pitch. He can play a ton of instruments, and he plays music all the time. He's basically a professional bowler. He's gotten 300 games in the last like year and a half. He's the best person I know. He's so kind and loving and fun and giving, and he's just the best person in the entire world. And so I wanted to get this tattoo for him. His favorite color is also blue, so that just kind of works out because this symbol for autism awareness just is blue anyway. So that kind of just worked out that it's his favorite color as well. And so yeah, that tattoo is for my brother Ted. And then this was my last one. Okay, so I guess the other middle 2 are the ones on my other leg. One is I'm not gonna be able to show you. I'm gonna have to like change and then do like a close-up because it's on my thigh, and I don't think these jeans will come up enough, but I can show you this one. Great angles, Katie, professional. Okay, so I have, oh, there we go. Okay, so I have this. It says, living like a vagabond, and that is from a lyric from the Reina Kindo. And it's from, the Reina Kindo is like my favorite band in the entire world. They have been since I was like 21. And Living Like a Vagabond is a lyric from one of their songs called Blistered Hands. And so with this lyric, when I was on that trip with Matt, I just kind of always had that lyric stuck in my head. Even though I'm not like technically a vagabond, like vagabonds don't have homes, but they also don't work, and they just kind of like roam around, and like I do work. So I'm not exactly a vagabond, but still the whole lyric and the whole idea of that song just was kind of always stuck in my head while I was driving around with Matt. Well, actually, to be fair, when I was driving around with Matt, neither of us had jobs. We both quit our jobs. And so I guess technically we were vagabonds then for that month, because then we both went back and got jobs and stuff. But for that month, neither of us were really working. And so, oh no, I was working a little bit. I was working a little bit. Like a couple hours a week. I had a little online job. So I was working a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, I just always had that lyric stuck in my head. This was maybe like within the next year after that trip, I ended up messaging the band on Facebook, because this is back when Facebook was big. Again, this was like maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, I guess. And I messaged them saying that I would really like to get the lyric Living Like a Vagabond in the singer's handwriting so that I could get it tattooed on me. And the singer's name is Joey, and he messaged me back and he said something like, "Are you sure my handwriting looks like a mistake?" Like, he was like super funny, but then he messaged me back, and so he wrote out this lyric for me and I got it tattooed. And then if you guys know more of the story about me and the Reina Kindo, I ended up actually meeting them about a year after that, I think. So about a year after I got the tattoo. And so I showed them and stuff, and then I ended up dating their drummer for a really long time. But so yeah, I just thought that was a very funny little like extra to that tattoo story, because I ended up dating one of the guys in the band with the lyric. But we dated like over a year after I even got the tattoo, and they were already my favorite band for like 4 or 5 years at that time. So it's just, you literally never know what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't even tell you. So I got this tattoo on Long Island and this one on Long Island. And then I got the Living Like a Vagabond on the Venice Beach Boardwalk like years after I got the birds with Matt on the Venice Beach Boardwalk. Okay, and then this one I will definitely not, I will not be able to show you. So I'm gonna have to just do a cutaway. I have on my thigh, it says, "Find what you love and let it kill you," which is a Bukowski quote. It also says Bukowski. And I got that tattoo in, where was I? Oh, I got that one on Long Island as well. Cause I've only ever gotten tattoos Seattle, LA, and Long Island, just like at different times. Well, the Seattle ones were at the same time, but then LA and Long Island at different times. But so I got this one on Long Island as well. And I just love Bukowski. I actually haven't read any of his stuff in a while, but I was obsessed with Bukowski for a while. And he writes novels. Well, he wrote novels, and then he also wrote prose. And so Find What You Love and Let It Kill You was from a letter that he wrote. And I feel like there's some like people who are saying that he actually didn't write the letter, but I still like it regardless. And I still do like Bukowski regardless. Find What You Love and Let It Kill You. Here, I'll read like the whole poem because it's very quick, or it's a letter. I'll read it really quickly. Okay, so yeah, even one of the first things too is like, did Charles Bukowski really say Find What You Love and Let It Kill You? Like, again, there's speculation. I'm not really sure why, but okay. So the poem is, "My dear, find what you love and let it kill you. Let it drain you from your all. Let it cling onto your back and weigh you down into eventual nothingness. Let it kill you and let it devour your remains. For all things will kill you, both slowly and fastly, but it's much better to be killed by a lover. Falsely yours, Henry Charles Bukowski." A lot of his stuff is kind of like a little harsh, but I like that kind of stuff because it's honest. And so I'd rather be killed by something that I love. I'd rather live a life that's gonna drain me doing things that I love or that I can find helpful for me, that I can help other people, because everything's gonna kill you. So you might as well like find what you love. So that's kind of how I see it. And I love that quote. This tattoo is probably the one that's the sloppiest. It did not come out great, but I also just kind of don't care. It's just turned into like a part of me now. And so it's fine, but I still do love that quote, and I really like the placement, and that one didn't hurt. Oh, I forgot to talk about the pain levels of all these. Okay, this one, oh mama. Okay, so the one on my knee was the worst, but this one, this skin is so thin, and then especially the closer that you get to your underarm, this one luckily only took a few minutes, so it was like pain, but then it was over. But this hurt, especially over here, but this hurt. This one hurt, but mostly just because it was a lot of shading. And so that one hurt. The Living Like a Vagabond tattoo did not hurt at all. Like, I barely felt it. It did not hurt at all. I like getting like leg tattoos on just like, you know, kind of meatier parts of your body, because that did not hurt. The knee one obviously is not a meaty part of my body, but Find What You Love and Let It Kill You did not hurt either, like at all. And so those two on my left leg just didn't hurt. I would just keep getting more leg tattoos because like I barely felt them. And I really do like the placement of those leg tattoos as well. And so my final tattoo, can you believe that we're almost done? It's only been 4 hours of this video. This is my last tattoo, which, okay, so this is my, this is my last tattoo. This is the Grand Tetons. And I think that like it came out cool. Like I think it came out kind of good. My skin is really dry, by the way. Also, I might have to re-record this whole video because this lighting is just so bad. Okay, so this is the Grand Tetons. I have a couple issues with this one. So I got this one done on the boardwalk in Venice as well. And I asked for an outline of the Tetons. This is not an outline of the Tetons. This is a shaded tattoo. This is a heavy tattoo. But I didn't notice because I wasn't really watching. I was there with my friend and we were just kind of chatting. And you know, I felt the outline part and then I felt this. I felt this. And I was like, what? And I looked and I was like, oh, but it was like way too late. Like way too late. So now it's a heavy tattoo of the Tetons, which again, it's already on my body, whatever, it's fine. But can we talk about this? Can we talk about this for a second? Do you guys remember the movie Scream? So you guys see the Scream face right here? So, like right after I got this tattoo, my friend and I went to my other friend's house, went to my friend Ernesto's house, and I just, you know, showed Ernesto the tattoo and he's like, oh wow, he's like, oh, and you have the Scream face. And I was like, what? Because if you guys know me, I hate scary movies. Hate, can't do them, will have nightmares, can't do them, freak out way too easily, can't do it. So he's like, oh, the Scream face. And I was like, excuse me, what did you say? And then I looked and I can especially see it from my angle. Sometimes when I look in the mirror or something, I don't really see it. Like it doesn't like pop out at me, but from my angle, I see it. So it's just so right there. So yeah, I have the Scream face tattooed on me. It's like my bonus 9th tattoo. But no, so next time I get a tattoo, I am gonna get that fixed. Just something like a little more connected or something because I don't like having the Scream face tattooed on me. But yeah, I got this one because I'm obsessed, like literally obsessed with the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. You guys know I actually just did a video there a couple weeks ago. I love the Tetons so much, and so I wanted to get that tattoo. So that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed learning about my tattoos and kind of why I got them, where I got them, when I got them, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, if you have any more questions about them, like if I didn't explain, let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you guys have tattoos, and if you do, what your favorite one is. Again, my favorite, like quality wise, is this one, but then my favorite looks wise is my birds. And then obviously this one means the most to me because it's for my brother. And so if you guys have tattoos, let me know like what your favorite one is on you. And if you hate my tattoos, you don't need to tell me. That's okay. We're all different. We are allowed to like different things. But anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure that you're subscribed. Go follow me on Instagram for more daily updates. And that's gonna be it. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. This lighting was real bad, guys. I hope that it was kind of okay.